Okay. Now we'll discuss about git rebase and cherry pick. You no need to remember this in detail. This we don't use in regular. Okay. First, let's discuss about git rebase. Then we'll discuss about cherry pick. Just I'll discuss. Then you no need to practice this on. If you can practice, you can practice. Not too much important, but it's a very good concept in git. But we don't use this in regularly. But it is important for interviews. You have to remember. For example, just think there is a branch called develop. There are commits like this. One, for example, it will be in reverse order. For now, it remember like this. It has commits like this. 3. Four commits has been made into this branch. 4 commits has been made into this branch. Now with this dev branch, I created one more branch. With this development branch, I created one more branch. QA branch. Now, when I create a new branch, will I get the same commits here also? Yes or no, guys? One extra.
Yes.
One extra for a commit.
Yes, sir.
One extra for
Yes,
commit.
yes.
Okay. This is merge or okay. For now, just think like this only. Don't get confused. No. It will not get. Sorry. If you merge the changes, it will get it. But when you create a new branch, right? When you create a new branch, the same changes will come into the new branch. Okay. We have a development branch. With the development branch, we are creating a QA branch. So the same changes and commits present in development will come to QA branch. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now what happened is this person made some commits like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. Okay. Now this development branch is not owned by me. For example, just this QA branch is created for myself, not for QA actually. Just like one second, guys. Okay. So I have one development branch which has this, and I created a QA branch which I got this. Now just think like this is for myself. I'm using for some other purpose. Now this person who is working on development branch, he has different other branches he's dealing with that I'm dealing with this. Now he made some commits into this. Now this, let's not make it QA. You may confused if it means QA. You always think development to QA. For example, my branch. What I want is, I want a development changes, means whatever the changes present on develop branch, I want a similar code. So what I did is with the same changes, I created my own branch. So the same commits came here. Now this person, once I created my own branch, both are separate branches, right? Now this person made commits like this. I made few more commits like this. A5, for example, let's name it like A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, like this. I made few commits. But after making these commits, what I came to know this, I want the same changes present in here. I want the changes present here, whatever is that, right? When I created the branch, these are the common changes. But after creating my branch, I came to know that this person has made a few more commits, and the changes present in these commits has to come to my branch. Now what can I do? What is a way to get this
Compare
data?
and merge. Compare and merge.
Merge I can do. Okay.
Merge.
Okay, I can use merge concept. But when I merge the changes, what will happen? The history will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 common. Now after 4, I made these commits, so this will exist. Now as I'm merging, this will come here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will come. And for that merge, one more commit ID like 10 or something, one will come. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Right? While creating this branch, these are the 4 commits. After that, I made these changes. After that, I made these changes. Now I'm trying to merge. The changes will come here. So this 5, 6, 7, 8 will come and sit here, and then the extra commit will come here. Right? Ramakrishna, are you there? Will not even respond in the class.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Okay, fine. So fine, this changes will come, and then after that, the other changes will come, and then for merging, it will make us one more commit ID. That's good. Okay, I can do it. But I don't want that. Why? Because I need a proper history. The commits are coming from this branch. The first 5 are coming here, and the next 5 are coming at the end. I don't want like that. I want a proper history like this, because from here to here, I'm getting the continuous commits, right? So what should I get is, how should I get is, I want to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After that, I want to see this. After that, I want to see this. Like this, I want to manage, right? So what you can do is, even though you have created your branch already we created new branch. What at the time of creating this branch, what is the starting point? This one, right? So in this branch, when there are 4 commits, at that time I created this branch. Yes or no? First,
Yes,
initially.
yes.
So what is my base point? This is the commit ID. The base commit ID is 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what I can do is, even though I created this branch with this base commit ID, I can change the base ID from here to here. From here. Here means 1, 2, 3, 4 were there earlier, right? Now I can, even though my branch is created, I can change the base point of my branch like this. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there, right? Earlier I created this branch with the 4. Okay, no problem. The changes came. But as I like the features of this branch, as I like the changes made in the next commits of this branch, I want to get here. But when I merge that, the history will become messy. I don't want that. So what I can do, I can change the base point of this branch. So all the changes will come here. Means it's like when I'm creating the new branch, what are all the changes there present at the 9th commit ID, that will come here in a proper history, like 1 to 9. After that, your commit IDs will come. Understood? You can change the base point of your branch instead of merging. If you merge it, okay, no problem. The changes will come, but the history doesn't look proper or like in a proper order. So what I want to do, I want to create a rebase for my branch. I want to change the base point of this branch from 4 to 9. Understood? So it looks like the branch has been created at 9th commit ID, and then this comes. Understood, guys? Yes or no?
Sir, can you give any example?
Okay, let me explain. For example, you have one branch, you are changing, you are working on some insurance. Okay, we are working for some insurance project. You created a branch, you made some changes which will calculate the insurance based on the rules, right? This medical insurance, how much we provide for this age. He has to pay 20,000, for 50 age 30,000, like that you have to pay. So that branch coding and all you completed. Okay, now I also want to do the same thing. For example, even I'm also working for your project, but whatever the changes you completed, whatever the functionalities you implemented for that insurance, I want the same thing. I want the same thing. But on top of that, I want to add some other changes. I no need to rewrite the changes. So what I did is, I took, means your team only, I'm also from your team only, but whatever the changes you completed, I want to do some experiments. Just think like I want to do some experiments, some other changes I want to add on that. What I thought is, I don't want to write the code from scratch. You already have that functionalities in your branch. Let me take that. I took this branch. I started implementing some extra functionalities. So when I added this, I came to know that you also added few more functionalities regarding the billing or something. So the payment option also you added. Now I want to, after completing my things, I want to do the paymenting things. I want to write some code for payment option. But I came to know that you already did the payment options. Now what I thought is, I asked you, hey, can I change your can I get your changes, because I want the similar changes. Why should I rewrite the code? I can take it from, yeah, sure, you said. Okay, I'm going to take that. But when I merge it, the history will not be proper, because next time when I track that what changes I did in the history, if I want to look back into the history, it won't be very proper. So the same changes, what I want to do is, let me add my changes, keep my changes, but the starting point of my branch should be changed like this. So my history will be clear. These are all the changes I got from development branch. And after that, I added like this. The history will be proper. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So
Now I got it.
when we
Yeah.
look back, it will have a clear history. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Others have understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
How to do this rebase is very simple. So you know how to create a branch, development to my branch. You can create a my branch from development branch. After that, you can make comments here. Also, you made commits. Now, if you want to change the branch name, git rebase this commit ID. So you have to connect it to this my branch. You have to connect it to this my branch. Git rebase this commit ID. This commit ID you have to give. So like this, it is.
So
there.
when we do the code reusability, then this option will
yes.
be best.
Yeah, yes. Git rebase. Where is that? Git rebase is the command. Git rebase commit ID we give so that it will rebase the changes. Means it will rebase your branch. Means it will change the base point of your branch. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next, I'll discuss about cherry pick. Cherry pick. So cherries, we pick, right? Whatever the cherries we want, whatever we pick, right? Same like that. This is something like this. Let's take the same scenario. Let's take the same scenario where we have a development branch, right? It has that like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this commit IDs it has. Okay. My branch. So I created some branch, development my branch. So I have when I created a new branch, all the changes came from there to here. Now what I did is I saw someone added 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here. Some commands they added. Now what I want is I want the changes from development to my branch. Means I created a branch here. Done. That is done. All the changes, this common 5 changes came here. But from this development branch, I want to get the changes, but not all the changes. In 6th commit, I modified a file. In 7th commit, I modified 2 more files. In 8th commit, I modified few files. 9th commit, 10th commit. I modified for each commit, I modified few files, right? Either common files or different files I modified. But when I merge the changes, if I merge the changes, all the changes will come into this branch. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
If I rebase, yes, all will come, right? If one merge commit ID will come. For rebase, it will not come, but you understood the concept here, right? The history will come as proper one. Merge or rebase, both will get the changes into your branch, but merge will merge the changes and create one merge ID. But whereas if it is cherry pick, it will have a proper history. Okay, sorry, not cherry pick. Rebase, it is a proper history. But what is this cherry pick is? You can get the changes from one branch to other branch, but not all the changes. You want only particular commit ID? Yeah. Whatever the changes present on this commit ID, the 7th commit ID, I modified a file. Only that changes I want to get into this branch. Now, you can get that using cherry pick, but when you get it, it will make it as a new commit ID here. So how we do is git cherry pick. So you have to connect it to my branch, git cherry -pick that commit ID 7. If we give that, so you have to be connected to your my branch. Here you execute git cherry pick, git space cherry -pick. This commit ID, if you give that, the changes present on this 7th commit ID of this branch will come to this branch, and it will commit the changes as well. Now you just have to push it. That's it. You no need to commit. It will already make a commit. Understood, guys? The same commit ID as it is, it will take and make it as a commit. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I don't want it to be commit. I don't want it to be automatically committed. I want it to be in staging area. I will commit later. I want to get the changes, 7th commit ID changes from development branch to here, but I don't want to commit it. Without a commit, I want to get, means the changes has to be there in staging area. Later, I'll commit. Now, what you have to do is you just have to keep -u, uncommit. -u means uncommit. So if you don't use for cherry pick, if you don't use -u, by default, it will get the changes from that commit ID and commit the changes into your branch. But if you use -u, it will get the changes from this branch to this branch and add it to staging area, but it will not commit the changes. Understood? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So when to use merge? When we want to merge the changes from one branch to other branch, right? But I want a proper history. I want to change the base point. Then we should go for rebase. Either merge or rebase will get all the changes from one branch to other branch, right? Rebase, for example, I will use a rebase of this. Even though it has 9 commits IDs, I'll use a rebase here for only 7. So whatever is there on the 7, that will come here. Even though this branch has 8 and 9 commits, but I did rebase here, git rebase 7 I gave. So only 7 it will rebase from there to here. Okay, but it will ignore 8 and 9. Okay, so but till here, whatever the rebase commit ID you give, till that everything it will get it here. Okay, fine. That is rebase. Whatever the changes are there, it will get everything. But cherry pick only particular commit ID. You can give 2 IDs also. 7,8 also you can. 7 space 8 if you give. What are all present on 7 and 8, only those will come into this branch. So you can cherry pick. You can use only on one commit ID or multiple commit IDs with space separation. Understood, guys? I want to get the changes of this branch, 7 and 8 commit ID changes into my branch. So you can use git cherry pick space 7 space 8. So this 7 and 8 changes, whatever all you committed, that will come into this branch. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Cherry pick. You pick something, whatever you want. Okay, particular commit IDs, whatever you want, you can pick those. This is a cherry pick. Understood? Here, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Ah,
we created from develop to from develop we created a main branch.
okay.
Okay, if we have main develop, we can create another branch from develop to like three-part branch.
First, what you are asking, I'm not getting. Okay, you ask this question at the end. Okay. This is in recording. You can ask. You can prepare for that and you can ask clearly. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is about rebase and cherry pick. You keep your question. You ask at the end. It is in recording. It will take a lot of time. Okay. Git rebase, git cherry pick. Okay, fine. You remember this git rebase, how we use, and cherry pick. They'll ask in the interviews. So you remember this cherry pick you may use, but developers will take care of all these things. But we should have some idea. Okay, you remember this. So, but anyways, if you do development also, you can remember this, not an issue. But keep idea, what is cherry pick, what is rebase, merge, all these things. Next. Fork, the last concept remaining as part of our topics is fork I'll use. What is this git fork is? Git fork. Okay. What is this is not eating fork. For example, I have a GitHub account. I have a GitHub account. Okay, I have a GitHub account. I created some branches and some coding I did it. Now you are not my project mate. For example, same, just take like something like Flipkart application. What I did is I developed the entire application Flipkart. Now you are my friend. What you are, or else like it is open source. You know, right? I explained at the starting itself. Open source means what? The application you can use for free, and also whatever the code they have used to develop that application, that also they'll give it for free. Okay. Right. So what they did is just think like Flipkart guys, they developed an Flipkart application. Okay, generally Flipkart, they'll not give the code. I'm not remembering any example. So for easy understanding, I'm telling like this. What they did is they kept their code in a GitHub repository. Okay, they developed a Flipkart application. How they developed that application? They have written some code, right? So that code, they kept it in a GitHub repository. Now, what you thought is, you thought to develop a similar kind of Flipkart application, right? But you don't want to develop it from scratch. You want Flipkart. So what you thought is, let me take the Flipkart code itself, and on top of that, let me keep adding some changes. There are some open source tools like Maven. Maven is one of the tool. I'll start after this fork concept. I'll discuss about Maven. Right? Maven is an open source tool. So what they did is, whatever the code they have developed to create that Maven project, Maven application, the code they have made it as open source, means they kept it on Google, means for example, like GitHub. So if you want to use that Maven, you can use it. On top of Maven, if you want to do some changes, you can do it. The product code is already there. You don't like, for example, just think guys, Flipkart is there. Flipkart code is there in GitHub. You want to work on that. You want to do some enhancement to that Flipkart. You don't like some filter functionality, or else like you don't like some colors, or you want to change, means on top of that Flipkart code itself, you want to do some modifications. You cannot ask the Flipkart guys, hey guys, I'll do this change. No, they'll not agree. They have their own team, right? So what you thought is, let me take that code, let me take their code. On top of that, I'll start working. You thought like that, right? In such cases, you cannot make commits to GitHub repository of that Flipkart. What you can do is, you can fork their code, means from their GitHub account, you can get the code into your GitHub account using fork option. So let's see this. Sorry. GitHub examples. So let me take this. So I'll go to GitHub account, something Node GUI example, something is there, right? Or else Kubeflow example. Whose account this is? There is a user called as Kubeflow. There is a user called as Kubeflow. He created one repository called as examples. Is this my GitHub account? This one, Kubeflow. Is this my one? No, someone else. Someone else. In that GitHub account, like this might be the username or else organization. There, they created one repository called as examples repo. Now I want to work on this repository. I want to modify few files here and do some changes, some enhancements I want to do. Now what I want to do is, I cannot make the commits into this GitHub repository. So what I thought is, let me take these changes into my GitHub repository. If I try to make a commit, it will create a pull request. It will create a pull request. That guy will not allow me to commit because his code gets disturbed. So what I want to do is, I want to take same copy into my GitHub account, this Chaitanya Sai GitHub repository. This is not mine, my students, right? Chaitanya's. I want to take here. Then on top of these changes, if this repository comes into my repository, into my GitHub account, then I will have full control on that. I can do anything. Means what I'm saying is, the same repository, this copy of this repository will come into my GitHub account here. So once that copy comes into my GitHub account as a repository, I have full control on that. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I can do my changes and test those. So how to get this is, get into this GitHub repository, click on fork. That's it. You have to be logged into your GitHub account. Go here, fork, click on fork. So where it has to clone, under username, or else we have created organizations, right? Where here, I want to get it under this organization. You selected it. So it will take some time. You just refresh it. That's it. It came it here. So the code present on here, Kubeflow examples, that came here. I'll show you. That came here under my organization. See, forked from means under this organization, KC DevOps Batch 22, under Chaitanya GitHub account, under this organization, there is a repository called as examples, from where it has been forked from Kubeflow examples. From here, Kubeflow examples, it has been forked from there to here. Now where this repository present? Inside my GitHub account. Now I have full access, right? I can do anything on these changes. Yes or no? I can do any changes on this. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But tell me one thing, if I modify a file here, is that going to modify here as well in this repository?
No.
No.
No,
All
no.
right. Yes, correct. Now, even if you want to make a commit ID also, you can make this. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it. You understood, guys, how to use? There is some other usage as well, but this is enough for you. Okay. Have you understood? For example, in your team itself, your one of the friend is working for one project, right? The same functionality you got. For him, that is a running application. For same kind of application, for example, he got one application, he did some functionalities, he implemented that. It is a running application, he is doing some enhancements, he's working with that repository. But for you also, you got a similar application. So instead of rewriting the code from scratch, it is not a copy of the same application, but similar kind of, almost most of the functionalities are common. So what you can do, instead of developing the application from scratch, you can fork that. You can fork his GitHub repository to yours. Maybe in the same GitHub account also, you can fork to different organization. For example, it is under KC DevOps batch 22. If Chaitanya creates one more department, from this department, he can fork this example to some other department. I mean, some other organization. In GitHub, we call organization, right? From this organization, under this organization, there is a repository called examples. There is one more organization called as KC DevOps batch 23. I can fork from this example repository from batch 23 organization to batch 22 organization to batch 20.